Nice cloak, nerd! Hey there, internet friend, it's Jason from Drink the Paint Water. And all this nonsense is to tell you that I did some really cool illustrations for a book, and I'm going to show you what I did. My buddy Nick Baran over at Breaker Press Games is putting out a zine of magical spells that are compatible with the Dungeon Crawl Classics role-playing game. And he hit me up and asked if I would like to illustrate the spell called Water Blast. And I said, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And basically it involved a sorcerer or sorceress of some sort spewing water, just a hose of water, a jet of water, out of their mouth or hands at an unsuspecting person, an unsuspecting target across the way. The layout was pretty interesting, though, because it's a small zine-sized, so just kind of like a half-sized book, and the illustration was spanning the entire width of the spread. So at the very bottom, like 2 inches tall by about 9 inches wide. Of the bottom of the page, the description of this spell, Water Blast. So there's the description of the spell, the chart that goes with it. If anyone knows DCC, they know that every spell has a big old success chart to see how well you do when you try to cast the spell. And then at the bottom would be my illustration. So I loved it. He wanted it in my gritty old school style, which really takes me back, and it's a lot of fun to draw things like this. So I did the original sketch in blue pencil, right, on my iPad with Procreate, with the Apple Pencil. But I did a quick little sketch, sent it off to him. He loved it, didn't have any changes, and so I printed that out onto a piece of Bristol board. And what you'll see here is the original printout, but I didn't like it because it was so small, and I thought, I'm really going to be fighting to put any detail in there. So I printed it out again on the other side at a much bigger size. Oh, spoiler alert, that's the final art. But I printed a blue line, much like this, out on the other side. And then I took it outside on a beautiful day and I inked it in front of the camera for your enjoyment. When it was all done, I scanned the piece, sent it over to Nick, and he absolutely loved it. In fact, he touted it on his own channel. You should check out his. I'll send a link down in the into the description. But it was a really fun little quick job, and yeah, it was nice. I was glad to find time for it, and it was really cool to work with him. He was very organized and very communicative. Paid quickly. I love that too, and it didn't have any changes. So great working with you, Nick, and hope to do it again in the future. Anybody else there interested in this zine? Just Google Breaker Press Games on the Google machine, and you will get to his website. You can find him too on all the socials. Here's a close-up of the final art. Woo!